into Cooperation Cup since there's no more SBO, so it's the next best thing, and I plan on taking it from there. So yesterday, all that aside, I started out the stream with going through a certain routine, a certain training routine that I just thought about. Basically, a lot of people have trouble with anti-airs in this game. I mean, everybody likes to parry in the air, but they don't really think about the consistent anti-airs where somebody does fierce punch, okay, the next moment they parry, but they don't think about the shoryu afterwards. Now, in this case, what I was doing yesterday was just figuring out different options and different things that you can do with the shotos for the most part. And this is something that you can do with any character, but you just have to really figure out what's the best anti-air and what's the safest anti-air, in terms of efficiency. So what you do is you basically go into training mode, obviously max everything, attack data, and you put the dummy on random parrying. Now what this does is when you put it in recording, it maintains that random parrying mode, and you just do whatever you want, and the computer will randomly parry either if it's in the air or if it's standing. So what I did yesterday was I basically did Ken just jumping forward. Basically this is just Ken jumping in, and if he gets the parry, then I have to anti-air either on reaction or as in a buffer. Now that's all fine and dandy, but it's one thing to do it when a player can parry everything. So I figured if they do something like that, it makes it harder because the player can just punish as I land from the shoryu. So you'll see that even though I get the knockdown or the reset, they can always parry that and still punish me afterwards. Now what I did yesterday was I used Tatsu instead. Now there's different options that this happens because there's 3 hits, and the 3 hits are pretty, they're varied in between. So either it's really fast or it's going to be slow depending on the spacing of where the character is. And from there, depending on how you do it or how well the opponent parries, you either get the juggle for a shoryu after that, or you get the knockdown, the far knockdown full screen, which gives you a free taunt. Now after that, even if they don't do anything, you can still gain extra space with a Tatsu like that and still recover, so they won't be able to punish you. Now this is something that I just thought about yesterday, and I figured why not do it so that you can maximize your potential off of it. And right there, if they miss a parry, that's an extra shoryu compared to if you just do this, that's it's not as much. Because even if they parry, you get a shoryu too, but at least with the Tatsu, you get to confirm it, and you get to really play your options out. And even if they parry it or not, you're still relatively safe. And see right there, he could have punished me on landing, and that's one of the problems. And right there, I could have shoryu'd again. And even if it crosses up that way, you still Tatsu to the other side, and it's still safer because you're right outside low forward range and sweep range. So it's a really good option to have when it comes to anti-airing, and something that a lot of Ken players should really do when it comes to that. So that aside, you can use this for any character pretty much. I mean, you can use it with Akuma or any character that has good anti-airs, but it's all a matter of reacting to the parry, either reacting to it or using a buffer that will make you safe for the most part. Because normally, people try to jump in for free, and that's not really the case. And I try to do that to RKF on Friday, but you know, he did the exact same thing. He just parried both of them because he saw it coming. Now, with certain characters, you can buffer the motion a lot slower. So if they get the parry, you can still input the motion and the shoryu will come out. But if you, since you're inputting it slower, if you get the hit, nothing comes out. So you can hear it. I'm buffering really slowly and I'm pressing the button a lot later than usual. So if I get the parry, then the shoryu comes out and you get to do that. And there's different ways you can do this. I mean, you can do Fierce Punch into regular shoryu, into jab shoryu, into super, and that'll be extra, you know, extra damage, extra pressure when it comes to parrying. So that's something to keep in mind if you can hit confirm it pretty well. But that would suck though. With twins, I mean, Yun, he has the perfect anti-air because he can do, you know, low strong into up kicks. The only problem is if they see it pretty well, then it's not really gonna work that good. But I mean, right now we can look it over and we can figure out which is better. With Yang, you can actually do standing forward and super jump, because if you get the hit, you can do super jump into jump fierce, and it's relatively safe because you can dive kick on the other side if they parry it. So that's one of the safest options that you can do. But in terms of that's with Yang. With Yun, it's a little different because he has to focus on meter and, you know, maximizing damage to get Ganajin. So most people would go with low strong up kicks, but it's not really as useful. I mean, you could probably do that, but that's even worse because they can just, you know, jump forward you right there. But the best thing that you can do is low strong up kicks. I'm not sure if you can lunge. Doing lunge punch would work if you're just looking for the simple anti-air. The only thing is, because if you get that parry off, then yeah, you can lunge punch across and you can be safe. The only problem is, you know, if you do low strong, it's not really a strong anti-air, you know, compared to well, not that, but compared to this, because right there, that's a lot of damage, and, you know, it's a good anti-air. Now, what I'm trying is, yeah, jab legends the same thing. What I'm trying is standing strong, so that way I'm not crouching like this. So, but I think it's the same thing. Yeah, it's not. Come on, computer, parry everything. Fuck. Oh my god. Well, even then, this doesn't even connect, so it's not really that good to use. I mean, there's different things you can do. You could probably do low strong twice. So it's really, this type of thing is actually reactionary. So another thing you could probably do is the target combo. This is mostly used for Dudley because he has a short jump arc. So it's a pretty good anti-air for Dudley. But I'm pretty sure other characters can use it well too. There should be. Yeah. The good thing about this too is that it gives you a reset if you and that's a good thing too. You can just dash punch and you can get a free juggle after that. Well, not a free juggle, but if they're unaware, then you can catch them for the reset. So aside from that, another thing you can probably do is just the one you can use for Yang is just, you know, standing forward. It's a super jump. Oh, good lord, that's not good. So if you just work on this and, you know, so you, like I said, you can just go into training mode and just, you know, put the recording mode on and, you know, just put the character as jumping, and from there you can just, you know, practice whatever options you want with whatever character you want. And you know, you can do super jumping if you wanted to. You can do you can just do normal jumping. You can do dash unders. You can do dash ups. You can do whatever you want, pretty much. It's all a matter of how you use it and how you think about it. Now, what I could do is just, you know, practice super jumping so I can dash under. So that's one thing that you could probably do. But it's all a matter of how you go about it.